On a lone summer day at the beginning of July, on July 2nd, 1949, Noe Olivarez Sr. was born. His story began with the harsh realities of life. He was faced with death at the tender age of 6 years old. He lost both of his parents, and although this would normally crush a young boy's spirits and dreams, Noe was not normal. He was built differently, built with the capacity to withstand this death. He took his grief and turned it into determination. This was the early foundation for a life soon to be defined by serving his country, honor, and an unwavering commitment to others. Growing up in the small town of San Isidro, Noe found a purpose. He was an amazing academic achiever and a star on the football field, and he even played the cornet in his high school band. Although he was amazing in the classroom, Noe still had a hard work ethic. His wife says that he shared stories of working at restaurants and in the content industry. Despite the challenge that life threw his way, he remained unfazed. He embraced every opportunity with an unwavering dedication to the task. This was the resilience that would later serve him well in his military career and beyond. After he graduated high school in 1968, at the age of 17, Noe made the brave decision to join the Army. He received the call to serve his country and set his mind on that task. He answered the call without hesitation. Little did he know that his decision would alter his life in many ways that would not even be able to comprehend at the time. Serving in the Army took him far from the small town of San Isidro and took him out to the dangerous battlefields of Vietnam. Once a boy playing on a football field in front of a crowd, now a young man serving his country on the front lines, where he would find his true strength as well as his true calling. For 4 years, he served in the U.S. Army. During these 4 years, he faced adversity, but he sucker punched adversity in the face. These duties in the military not only gave him a profound sense of honor, but also filled him with pride. When his active duty of the Army came to an end, he took on the task of the Army Reserve. He continued to serve his country with pride up until the day he retired. Throughout his time serving in the military, he was a highly decorated sergeant. One of his medals included a Bronze Star. The Bronze Star is only awarded to military members who showed heroic or meritorious achievements of service. But for Noe, his service extended far beyond Friday Night Lights. They were extended far beyond the battlefields of Vietnam. His service was now engraved in every fiber of his being, from one young man in the field to now a real man, a big man. He moved with his wife to Rio Grande City, and he got to work. Whether it was delivering mail on his routes or founding VFW post number 8526 and taking on the duties that came with being a commander, he approached every task with the same level of enthusiasm that boy that had once been on that football field. His role as commander of the VFW did not go unnoticed. He put in countless hours, dedicated his time into his fellow veterans of the broader community, and he ended up being honored with the privilege of being district commander, was an All-American district commander, All-State district commander, state chief of staff, National Youth Activities Committee member, and a Masonic Lodge member. With their newfound VFW meeting, community events and fundraisers became the new norm for Post 8526. Noah made his duty to ensure that everyone in his community was seen and every veteran in his community received the respect, honor, and support they deserved, whether it was with help discovering healthcare benefits or educational opportunities. He accompanied his fellow members with purpose. He did not stop there with his duties. His wife says that he went on to open countless posts in support of other communities. Noah's impact extended far beyond the walls of the VFW. He was a familiar face in many schools. He wanted to inform the younger generation of the values that come with serving in the military, as well as the sacrifices that were made by those in uniforms. His efforts did not go without reward, as his son, as well as grandson later, joined the armed forces. Joe Gonzalez joined the military, and Marco Olivares joined the Marine Corps. But maybe the greatest feat of Noah's legacy would be the influence he had on his family. He was a devoted father of 4, grandfather of 8. He always set an example of how a leader should act. He showed these kids and grandkids that he was a great man. Adding on to the greatest feat, Noah would take advantage of any learning opportunity. His granddaughter Madison has fond memories of helping out her grandfather in the concession stands of the VFW. His grandsons Joe and Ulysses recall the hard work and sweat spent mowing the lawn and cleaning the VFW. All of his efforts were to teach his grandkids to become adults and leaders of the community that they are today. And finally, his first granddaughter, Joanna, she says, I remember when Gramitas and Grampitas used to come to San Antonio to visit. He would take us to Mi Tierra, and we would tip the mariachis to stay at our table for what seemed like forever. We talked and laughed and had a great time. It didn't matter if we were sad or happy before. It was always a great day whenever Grampitas came to town, because I knew that we were going to Mi Tierra. That was one of my favorite family traditions with him. And now Mark has continued the tradition. He still takes us to meet tierra to go out and eat. And he still tips the mariachis. Noah's commitment to family extends far beyond his community. Countless families found comfort in knowing that they had a good friend or a life coach just a ring away. Whether it was going out to lunch with an old friend or helping a family in their darkest hour, he was always ready to help. One of his daughters, Vanessa Barrera, recalls a time when a family member came to him after their dad had died. They went to the only person they knew could help in a time like this. Noah took the reins and guided his family. He assisted them in arranging the funeral as well as getting a burial plot. His reach extended far beyond one family. His son says that he spoke at many veterans' funerals. He was always willing to speak. His grandson Joe Gonzalez adds to this by saying, "Rain or shine, Grandpa Blue will show up to his funeral." His unwavering dedication was apparent in these families' time of needs. Always willing to serve, on September 19th, 2014, after a brief, courageous fight with pancreatic cancer, Noe Olivarez passed away. His loss was a shock to many, and it was a devastation, not only to his family, but to his community. His son was able to fire in his honorable 21 gun salute. He remembers that day almost as if it was yesterday. His wife says on that somber day in November, "I lost my better half." Although Noah is gone, his mission is far from done. With the money that he helped raise, the JROTC students in his community continue to get scholarships from VFW Post 8526. Noah's impacts on the future generations continue for many years to come. His name is still mentioned at meetings and at the services that remember our veterans, a testament to the mark that he left on the communities of those in his community who knew him. As the years after his death pass on, one by one, Noah's memory remains a strong guiding light for the people he knew. One of the citizens he knew in Stark County, Catherine Rubio, says, "If I had to describe Noah in one word, it would be honorable. But one word is so difficult. He was respectful, understanding, and very responsible. He was a wonderful man. The memory of this man represents that material wealth is not the greatest thing that you can leave behind, but rather the impact he made on people's lives. In the books of Rio Grande City, Noe Olivarez will forever be chiseled into stone, his memory leaving behind a reminder of a man full of honesty, bravery, and true values. Though he may no longer be on the ground we stand, he is resting peacefully in the embrace of heaven. His spirit will never leave the lives he's touched. Noe Olivarez Sr. may have left, but the impact he made will continue to stay for generations to come. Now for a few memories recalled by his peers, loved ones, and other ones in his eulogy.